Perhaps you've seen it. Maybe in a dream. A murky, forgotten...
It's kind of funny that we're in a lava area, or we're attempting to head to a lava area, because my room is a furnace with all this technology on and the door and the window closed. Pretty damn warm in here. The things I do to record for you folks. Such a hard life. Look how slow this katana is though, guys. It winds me up, it really does. That the greatsword swing insanely fast and the katana is a piece of shit when it comes to speed. And they're designed for speed as well. And you might be thinking, oh, if you get higher agility it'll swing quicker. Well, I've took all my armor off and my agility is nearly 30 and it still swings just as slow. So they've just nerfed them for a reason that I don't really understand. Because I think the only overpowered katana in Dark Souls was the Chaos Blade. Everything else was pretty much fair. I need to put my durability ring back on. So we got enough, but we didn't get a slab, which is rare. That's one of the first times I've not got one from all the enemies in that room. So, go back to Majula. I'll tell you one way we could try doing this. Using Elizabeth's mushroom. And if it regens half as fast as it did in Dark Souls, that will kind of counter the damage. It's just as soon as it runs out, it's going to kind of be a race. I can't believe I don't have a ring that protects me against fire. I'm sure I've seen one somewhere, like somebody sells one. I've just never picked it up. Because I do that sometimes. A little bit stupid. So the leggings are pretty light for that amount of poise. Some armour on this game doesn't make any sense. It's light and it does more poise than the heavy stuff. So at this point, our fire resistance is 55. That doesn't work. 108 poise. Oh, I better not. That can't be right. 58. Do you sell a fire ring? You don't even sell rings. Where the hell have I seen this ring? Might be her. Maybe she's got it. She's the fire lady. You'll notice she's wearing different stuff because I was giving her things I couldn't be asked to put in my box. She does. Increases fire defense. It's worth 2,000. I'm a little bit low. That gives you souls. I'm not using a boss soul for that. Just killed Maiden in Black. Oops, Emerald Herald. Such an easy mistake to make. Well, not really. The Maiden in Black barely said out, and she knew when to shut up. Right. This could be stupid, or this could be genius. We will soon find out. A uniquely shaped curved sword. The name of its creator is unknown, but he was clearly a true craftsman. He could bend steel without it breaking. Right. So, yeah, what a waste of money. There has to be a ring. There can't not be a ring. So this is what we do. This apparently raises your fire resistance, which is utter bollocks. I'm going to use one of these. And I'm going to run for that item. And I didn't make it. Maybe if I run and jump, I'll get it. And maybe it's a ring that makes it so that I can walk across this stuff. That fire damage is insane. Insane. Why is it not like Lost Isolate? That fire damage was quite manageable. Until they patched it and made it incredibly... Ah, you see, the game's not been that kind this time, has it? Do you think jumping will help? Just grab it, Tom! Just grab it, dude. I should be careful with my... Oh, there it is. Now, fuck off. The party's connected. Oh my goodness. Party's connected, you stupid machine. My pad's a piece of shit. And admittedly, I did get quite excited then. Fuck. I'm so close to it. Maybe I've got something that gives me more fire defense, because this says it gives you fire defense. But it'd probably tell you if you farted you could fly. There we go. What was that? No. Ooh. No, it's lightning. Let's use one of these. I know it's not helping. Look, it's so immediate. Ah! Oh no. That was just dumb, that one. I'm done. We're proceeding on with the game. Fuck this stupid place and its stupid fire. Oh, Smelter Demon, best armor in the game, gives you under fire defenses in 56. Fuck you. Stupid armor. Just paid like 2.5 million for a set of armor that makes me look like a giant, like, callous asshole. And it doesn't even give me fire defense. Doesn't even let me run through the stuff, which it'd be perfect. You kill the boss, you buy his gear, you can run in the lava. It's called game design. That would have been great, but instead, you just look like a horned asshole. Which is why Bono can seemingly do all the... Oh, look at that, guys! There's a non-rusted version of my armor. Interesting. I think I kind of like the rusted one. I do. I think the rusted one has got more character. It looks more interesting. Because I'm not going to be doing any jumping, I'm going to put my peasant leggings on because they make me look like a farmer. There they are. And I need to get some souls now so I can buy that fireproof ring. Maybe that fireproof ring helps. And I might come back and grab that item and it might be a ring that lets me walk on fire and I get all excited. Like, oh, I can finally hit all the chests. And there should be a dude up here who I've not killed too much. Maybe that merchant sells something now that I've killed the Smelter Demon. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. 700 souls. So the only problem now is the only guys left alive are the ones with the big bows. And the bow ones... Oh, the bow guy's dead. As if. That's how much I farmed this area to try and get katanas, and they just don't drop them. They drop all the armor under the sun. I'm lucky to even have the one I'm using. Oh, also, on a side note, I got on the platform below this. Can you see that? I rolled onto it and there's nothing. Don't even bother. You get note. Nada. What does this do? It's got to be something. That floor looks too suspicious to be not something good. So if I do this right, I can hit this guy before he draws. There we go. And that's enough to buy that ring. Cool. Have I mentioned how much I hate the new jump? I hate it. You get no height at all. No height whatsoever. One of my favourite things about Dark Souls was finding places to jump. Doing little tricky shortcuts and fun little, you know, excursions. Jumping off elevators and bouncing off railings. And you can't do any of that on this game. It's really, really poor when it comes to its parkour quality. And last night I thought I picked up a bonfire ascetic on camera, and I didn't, and I got all excited thinking I had something to do, and I was going to use it in the Eastern Peak area and try and get some large shards, and I didn't even have one. Oh, by the way guys, incense, what this does is it allows you to lower the requirements for spells, which is really amazing, but it takes the spice that you pick up Spice will do it. So you can essentially make it so you don't need to invest those stats to get those spells. And for a PvP build, that is incredibly important. I now have those branches of yore, and I don't have anywhere to use them, which is kind of frustrating.
Very well. No pressure.
No pressure. I was absolutely gutted, I was. I was listening to the radio in my village, and all of a sudden, I sounded slightly Walesish. I think they call it Welsh. Which is horrendous. Like, the only jump I've figured out on this game is this one, and it skips a second. Yay! That's the only jump I think I've done. And it's worthless. And when I say jump, guys, I don't mean fall. There's a pretty big difference between jumping and falling. The mic just went crazy then because I rotated it ever so slightly, so hopefully that doesn't sound too chronic on the old eardrum. Right. Watch this put it up by about 2. You have 2 more fire protect.
I'm glad
you're well. I still say the same things. I'm not entirely sure why. This is my man voice. They call me Gary Barlow. Uh-oh. Don't want to do that. Take them off. Right. Just go for it. Go for it. Where is it? There. I wish it were a +1. My fire defense says it's 55. Is it me or do these fucking rings not work? Like, it hasn't affected my fire defense at all. Did they forget to make them work? Like, what the fuck is this? Why am I swearing so much? I don't know. Children are like, no, my poor virgin ears. You are flooding them with your verbal poison. I have Benjamin Button syndrome and sound like I'm 68. Well, the armor doesn't increase fire, though it says it does. The rings don't increase fire, though they say they do. Is there something wrong with this game? Poison moss, super useful item. Can't find it anywhere. I think those butterflies drop it and that's it. Apparently I'm a coward because I can't see the armor. Was that a little bit slower than last time? I'm going to use a human effigy, and I'm going to put that stupid armor on just to... And I'm going to use that fire jelly, whatever it's called. KY Fire, KY Dynamo. If I find a fucking fire feet ring, I'm gonna be dead mad. Why did one of them bosses not drop it? Oh, another thing as well, folks. There was a primal bonfire after the boss in this place. I just didn't find it. You know the alcove I was using for cover? That was actually a door. I completely forgot that that's what it was. And, yeah. There you have it. I do apologise for the people wanting an exciting episode on this particular one. This is not the most exciting thing you've probably ever seen. I would really, really like to just pick this item up. And you know, if it's like a fucking soul, I'll be so pissed. Yep, I'm pissed. A human effigy. I've just literally built Noah's Ark to get a human effigy. What a joke. There has to be a ring. There literally cannot be any conceit of anything other than a ring that lets you walk on this bullshit. And I don't have it, which... yeah, there you go. So guys, we'll put it in a balloon and put a pin in it, and then we'll go and have fun somewhere as opposed to this slow grinding torture of nonsense, which is known as This increases fire defense and doesn't increase fire defense. Ah! What was I wearing? That. A beret that I've worn the entire game. I've also got a ring of Covetous Gold Serpent Ring, you might have noticed. +1. So my item find is meant to be really high. Does it make a difference? Does it balls? It's laughably ineffective. But yeah, Dranglake Castle, and let's progress the story. Let's find some new places. Let's kick some ass.